Nick and Leslie talking holiday cheer. Hallmark movies, cozy nights, and a festive review today. Hey, grab a seat and a sweet treat, cozy up, push play. Movie cheers, what you'll hear this Hallmark movie day.
Nick and Leslie,
holiday cheer.
Oh,
I don't
what
even remember
a
the words.
delight of a song. Again, I'm here all day, folks. If you need a jingle, hit me up. All right. Holiday Mismatch is this
Sunday, November 3rd.
Thank you. I forgot what day we saw this.
Film.
Sunday, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Mother Knows Best.
Really? I wrote down meddling moms.
I mean, just because Mother Knows Best is not what is right and is true. I was just saying the theme.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, hit that trailer.
Festive headbands for you and you.
No, I'm not wearing that.
Oh, don't be so uptight. There's a new woman on the Christmas committee. She is such a piece of work. He is so cute.
I found your dream girl.
Two kids unlucky in love.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm excited.
Two meddling mothers.
This is my mother, Barbara.
Lauren is your...
Oh, no.
Oh!
Holiday Mismatch. Only on Hallmark Channel.
All right. So what'd you think of meddling moms? I mean, Holiday Mismatch.
I feel like it's not as big of a hit as they thought it would be, but it was cute.
I wonder how much money they had to throw at our two main actresses.
Oh, yes. I unfortunately cannot say their names out loud.
Oh,
but one is name is Barbara and the other one's Kath.
Yeah.
Kath.
But for the listeners who didn't notice it from the trailer, or maybe you didn't watch it, you probably recognize the voices. But it's the two aunts from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the TV series with Melissa Joan Hart.
Yes. Is that late 90s or early thousands?
Thousands, I want to say.
Okay, I can't remember.
So, yeah, it's, I guess, them returning to the straight man, wacky woman characters that they played forever. So it's Beth Broderick.
Straight man, wacky woman?
Well, like comedy duo is always like the straight guy and the wacky guy. I don't know what they call it, but they're ladies, so never mind. So starring Beth Broderick and I feel like I kind of remember the other one's name, but she's not showing up on IMDb.
This is so strange. I'm
Yolanda
not sure how
shows
many
up.
holiday mismatches there are. We'll just look up Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I will.
Clearly those
Oh,
people
Caroline Ray, all the way in the bottom.
Caroline Ray.
Yeah. Caroline Ray and Beth Broderick return to their comedy duo.
Yes. So Barbara is a retired accountant, and it is Christmas season, and she is needing the urge to have a project. And then the other character, Kath, is on the city council for the Christmas festivities throughout the town. And so they collide whenever Barbara's needing a volunteer job. She goes she's recommended to be part of the city commissioners for the Christmas festivities. So they meet each other, Barb and Kath. Kath is this really whimsical character when Barbara, she makes that known, it's Barbara, not Barb, is very strict into the book. And so basically, Kath keeps all of her receipts for bookkeeping in a shoebox when Barbara does everything on spreadsheets. And so Barbara is helping out with finances of the committee. And of course, they are butting heads and they are not enjoying each other. But in their personal lives, they both just happen to be on an app a dating app for both of their children. One has a son, one has a daughter, and trying to get them hooked up for cuffing season, basically. So
Yeah, and both of their children are too busy to do any of this on their own, which is
busy.
why they're not on a dating app.
yes,
The parents are like, or the mothers are like, we know best, so we're
Yeah.
gonna pretend to be you. We're going to catfish.
People
Yeah.
and set you up some dates, and so it hasn't been going well. But the kids are set up on a blind date. Happens to be the daughter of Barbara. I'm sorry, the son of Barbara, and then the daughter of Kath, and the children meet, but no one knows anything that they already know each other basically,
Mhm.
or their
Yeah.
parents or mothers do. And but they both decide, hey, we're really tired of our parents or our moms specifically wanting to put us together with someone during the holiday season. We just want to focus on our small businesses that they both have and just get through the holiday season. So they agree to again have a fake dating time during this. And of course they tell their mothers like, oh, they met someone. They're like, oh, we want to meet them immediately. Immediately.
Yeah. So it's like they have one date where the two of them decide, let's just pretend we're dating to get our parents off our back, get our moms off our backs. And their second date is meeting the mom.
Yes.
That's wild to me.
It was wild. But and then so just throughout the time, the parents, the moms are figuring out now. Oh, I forgot something.
What?
Oh, that's right. So what they're planning is for the Christmas Council is the Christmas market and a Brook Lane Nutcracker Christmas ball.
Oh, yeah.
So again, I'm not sure
And
what
the
these
trolley.
cities are doing right to where they are just specifically only doing Christmas. Man, so sorry for every other religion and just people in general. We can't enjoy the wintertime, but I love Hallmark.
I want Hallmark to do like an atheist Christmas movie.
Yeah, let's get down to the roots of what Christmas is about and everything that it represents. Was the first meeting of the parents? Was it at the general Christmas festival or another Christmas market or fair?
So I remember it was meeting Caroline Ray, Kath. It was the first time someone met someone. Oh.
Yeah, so that's whenever they all ran into each other and saw, oh, that's you and you. Oh, and then the moms. So I believe it was at some type of a Christmas festival. I don't think it was the one they were playing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was a night scene. It was that same date. That's when the parents realized, oh, ew, my son is dating your daughter, or ew, my daughter's dating your son.
Yeah.
Gross.
Or I think it was their Christmas festival that was going on for a few weeks or whatever, because all this started on December 1st.
Yes.
And so now the two moms are like, we don't want our kids to be together. We should have them break up. So then they start planning these outings and other events for their dates to go on
to try and ruin
the
set up bad dates.
relationship.
Yeah.
And it's actually cute when they go on these dates and they have a great time. They learn about each other and they grow fond of one another. And but again, unbeknownst to the mothers, that they are fake dating.
Yeah. So the first one of these dates that they're trying to ruin, Kath, and again the moms keep inviting themselves on these dates too. So Kath says like, "Hey, we got to go pick up a tree. Let's invite." We didn't even say the kids' names.
yeah.
Lauren and Shane.
Lauren and Shane, yeah.
Let's invite Shane to help us pick out a tree.
Lauren is an architect and has her own firm.
Yes.
In a beautiful building.
She looks like she's maybe 17 years old.
Basically, but
gorgeous
you
building.
go, girl. You go.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's like a female firm.
And
Shane owns Brook Lane Theater.
An improv
theater.
Yeah, and he owns the building.
Yes.
And he's thinking about selling it because he hates doing payroll.
Yes, and doesn't want to keep up the building.
Yeah, it's not like, he doesn't have the money to do that. Although by the end he does apply for a grant.
Yeah, he does apply for a grant.
But the whole time, I mean, him and his mom come from money. Yeah. They have a gorgeous house. But it's just weird that he's really, his character development is you know what, I am going to follow through. rather than like I've solved a problem. The problem is just that he's lazy. So,
Right.
Great catch.
I know. And I get it, like his mom offers to do the payroll because she is a retired accountant. I'd be like, fine, yeah, please take it so I can go try and repair this building.
Question.
Answer.
How hard is payroll for an improv theater?
The hardest part of payroll is people filling out their timesheets when they miss punches. It is like pulling teeth to get signed papers.
I imagine in an improv theater, you don't punch in. You get paid per performance.
Right. Can't be that hard. And I'm sure it's just based on how many seats are filled and you get 3%. I have no idea. That's a number I'm just pulling out.
Yeah. It just felt like part of that plot was done via Mad Libs.
Right. And then also in our Hallmark universe, or HU, we know that theaters have no staff.
Yeah.
They have a director, an assistant director, everyone else is
an
volunteers.
actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So payroll is what?
Yeah, good point.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
But it's once again, we are in a situation where the man is emotional, cannot be practical, and the woman is practical to a fault, and he has to show her that it's important to
because
stop and smell the
Lauren
cookies.
is under pressure from a client, and she wants to meet the deadline of architectural plans to submit to like the city for approval on this building, but wants to do it before January 1st, before the codes change. She is being efficient.
Yes.
Yeah. And yet this one over here won. And yeah.
And so her
Shane,
business
come on.
partner, so unhelpful.
Oh yeah.
And I guess her emotional thing is like the business partner's like, hey, they came back. They want to move the cafe from outside to inside. She's like, this is going to take me forever to redesign. She's like, do you want me to push back on them? No, I'll do it. And so that happens 2 or 3 times where they keep trying to change things, and she doesn't ask them to push back. Until finally at the end, she does have a presentation with the client. She's like, hey, we can make these changes for you, but it is not going to be done in time for the new codes to change, so we'll have to probably revisit other things. And then they had the nice swell of music of her finally standing up to herself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is weird. How does she own a business?
Well, again, there's times, we've done plenty of things where like we knew that we were right, and we're like, but we want to make this customer happy, so we just let it happen.
I mean,
we
if
apologize. So it's just like,
I don't know how architects get paid, but I don't think it's by the hour. If it was, yeah, do all the changes they want.
Okay, well, the times that we have interacted with if it's like architects, or it's up to a certain time, they will redraft things.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, it's hourly.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Okay, so tree shopping. So Kath is like, oh, that's a good tree. Shane, wrap it up. And he's
Put
like,
it
you don't
in
think
your
it's too big?
SUV. They have not spoken to a single person that works
Yeah,
at this Christmas
he just
tree.
grabs some twine and starts wrapping up this
They're
tree.
stealing trees.
And he can't lift it. It's too heavy. And then she's like, you need a man who's a bit more woodsy and better with stuff. And he's like, I'm right here.
And the entire time he goes, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
I've never, which is understandable if you've never.
It's like, we have a Balsam Hill at home,
Yeah.
is what he's basically
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. We have a Balsam Hill.
Yeah, and then Lauren just, she thinks it's adorable. They're working together, they're having a wonderful time. And Kath is like, she's supposed to be disappointed that he's not handy.
You literally acted like her.
I know.
That's like how she was
That's
acting.
what I was doing.
Yeah, I know. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, temper tantrum.
Yeah. Oh, for an adult.
And so they had a cute time despite her throwing temper tantrums in the back. Then when they do bring the house inside, he tries to trim it up. And a rat
when
comes
they
out
bring
of
the
it.
tree inside.
Sorry, they bring the tree inside the house. A rat comes out of it. And he was actually adorable being afraid of the rat. He jumps on the couch and he's like, ah! And then Kath is like, get it out of the house. Shane, you can do it. And it was a cute rat. It was a white one.
Yeah.
It was a cute white rat.
It was a fat one.
Yeah. And then for the second date, Barbara decides to invite Lauren secretly to Shane's play, which is an improv retelling of The Christmas Carol. It's always a Christmas Carol because it's public domain.
It's public domain, yes.
And so she thought that would throw him off his game or something, but she had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
She participated. And
yeah.
they had a romantic time together on stage while everyone got to watch.
Yeah, it was adorable.
I don't know why Barbara thought that would have been bad.
Well, some people don't want... I'm sure we know people that would not stand in front of a theater.
Do you think it's because Barbara is secretly embarrassed by what her son does, and he thought that Lauren would also be embarrassed?
I mean, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to improv. So, even if it is with a carrier pigeon and... I can't remember the other thing was. But anyway.
I wrote, the scene of the two talking to Santa is filler. Oh, that's right. So, Barbara and Kath, as part of one of the events they're putting on for this Christmas season, whatever, one of the other people on the board with the planning committee has to pretend to be Santa so kids can line up. And he is having an existential crisis. He's locked in the locker room or whatever. He locked himself in the break room. And he's like, what if they ask for something I can't give them? And they're like, they make it a whole heartwarming scene, but it played no bearing on the plot of the movie. It was real. I think it was just so that they can fill time.
It filled time, as well as they needed a stunt double for this scene. Okay? Kath tried to climb on top of Barbara to go through the window it's like the vent window above a door.
Those always exist in movies. I've never seen one.
Well,
in
in
real
old
life.
buildings. Oh, you haven't?
No.
Not even in Florida.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll show you some historical
I feel like it's a
architecture out
fire
there.
hazard,
And see.
'cause
It's not.
It makes the fire move from room to room.
That's no. I understand your thought on that part. Yes, if they're open, but they're supposed to open and close, and they're to move air around like prior to air conditioning.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Weird
instead, Kath gets on the ground. Barbara gets on top of her and yeets herself through said vent window.
Yeah.
And you just see her pop up. Like, look at me.
I like to imagine that Hallmark has 2 stunt people on retainer, one male, one female.
And they are required to get them in a few
Yeah.
shots or use them every few hours.
It was it Operation Nutcracker? No, it wasn't Operation Nutcracker. It was the Christmas charade where they had the stunt people jumping off the roof,
Oh my god.
going down the rope.
Yes, that's right.
Some of them then had to quickly put on a white wig and pop over to the scene so she could climb through this vent over a door.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
It was.
What's funny too is I bet they don't even have 2 copies of that costume that the character was wearing. So they probably had to change and then switch it back to the other character so that other actor, so she could put the clothes back on.
Do you have any type of pink capri that you can wear? No, you don't? Okay, you guys gotta switch. Put a belt on.
Yeah, so I wrote down upper class problems, which is Shane thinking about selling the building he bought because he hates doing payroll. Upper class problems.
Also, he only had 20 seats in there.
Yeah.
If you added more seats, you probably could make more money.
Oh,
20, and there was a bar.
So
And a bar in the back.
did you notice this too? Every time it would cut to like the outside, it has this beautiful sign that says like Brooklyn and Theater or whatever. Brooklyn Theater, and it's like one door in a long brick strip of a building. So there's like multiple businesses all attached to this one building.
And he owns that.
I mean, maybe it's like a condo and he owns that one slice, but I don't think that's how that works.
Co-opt in a building.
I
don't,
But it just seems like he owns the whole building. There's multiple tenants. But anyways.
Well, if you are interested in owning a building and having multiple tenants for an investment, hit me up at Tampa Bay Homes for Sale .real estate. Leslie House with Realty One Group Sunshine.
Smooth. Yeah. So, selling the building. So, how did he buy the building? Mom and Dad's money?
Oh. And he too is a baby.
Chemistry-o-meter.
That's a good SBA loan he got.
So for the chemistry-o-meter, I'm giving Lauren and Shane a 7 out of 10. Their dates that kept going well were very believable.
Agreed. It was
very cute.
It was cute. Yes.
Although Lauren does look like she's about 10 years younger than Shane.
Yeah.
It was weird.
She had
Worst.
pretty hair. She must have had extensions.
Oh, worst gay brother. So,
Oh my gosh, I forgot about him.
So, Shane tells his brother, look, Lauren and I are just pretending to date, but I am actually falling for her. The immediate next scene, the brother's like, Mom, I got a secret.
Is not yours to give.
That
Tell.
they really should have like separated those out by a couple scenes, so it doesn't
Not
seem like
even
he's
a breath
immediately giving it up.
was taken. But
Yeah,
that's siblings.
that's siblings. I wrote too much plot, paid job ? I don't know which job I was.
Oh, it was Kath's.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was wondering, like, if Kath is on this committee organizing Christmas stuff, and she's talking about how, like, she says to this woman that she is very rude to her old boss, still in city council.
She must be the comptroller.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. I do wish it was like, I wish these movies all connected. Like, I wish it was the comptroller from the last movie.
Like I said, they do. It's all in the chestnut arena, in the hot cocoa
yeah,
vendors.
it's the street vendor who
The
shows up every
popcorn ones, yeah.
And so I'm just wondering if this is a paid job or a volunteer job, because I don't know how Kath can like afford to live.
Who
She's also
knows?
doing this full time
Also,
committee of.
they volunteered to make turkey
forgot
or
about
Thanksgiving sandwiches at the senior home.
Mm-hmm.
This was the one time Hallmark actually made something that had weight to it, that made
Yeah.
the actors lift up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So shout out to
Shout out
using
to
real
props.
What a weird presentation, and I guess that was when.
Oh, the daughter.
Yeah, the daughter at the
Lauren.
architect firm was like, "Hey, we can make these changes, but whatever." And then, of course, because only one of the people in that meeting has a speaking role,
Mm-hmm.
he just looks at the rest of his company, nods, and then says, "Yeah, we'll go with what you say." Gotta love background actors getting screen
good
time.
budget. Yeah.
I also wondered permitted work. So he decides
I
to
brought
fix
that
up
up.
the theater. Yeah.
I was like, wow, is this permitted work that he is doing? What was he, changing pipes or something?
He was like, he said, take a look on the floor. There's a couple cracks I need you to fill in with black paint, I think he
I
said.
don't remember.
But he's like, yeah, we're going to apply for a grant, and I found a few people who will help me with some of the renovations, and we were just wondering if he's getting permits on this stuff. I also wrote down that his head is too big for his face. So either his face is small and his head is big, or his head is big and his face is normal.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
All right. And then my last note is navigating the unknowns of retirement, which is something that
we will never know.
yeah, Barbara said, I guess I'll need help navigating the unknowns of retirement. That's an issue that comes in a society where people only value themselves based on what they do and what they produce.
Yeah, and what they want to leave a legacy.
Mm-hmm. So, any final thoughts for Holiday Mismatch?
Meddling mothers that need a project.
Merry meddling mothers.
Yes. A 6 out of 10. It's on the See It scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you put Lauren and Shane for the
I agreed on it with you on
chemistry-o-meter?
The
7 out of 10?
chemistry-o-meter, a 7 out of 10.
For writing, I'm giving it a 5. I really loved the scenes where the moms were trying to sabotage it, and it just kept bringing the couple closer.
Mm-hmm.
Acting, I gave it a 3 because I feel like the two leads, Barbara and Kath, their shtick worked in Sabrina,
Mm-hmm.
the Teenage Witch. It did not work for me here.
There was some lack of expression as well.
And directing, I think it was like Botox based, but
I was trying not to say that.
well, you didn't say it, I did. So directing, I'm giving that a 3 because there were some very awkward transitions and just weird cuts. And then again, like the brother totally giving up the secret in the immediate next scene rather than like doling that out for a bit longer. Just seemed some really weird decisions in that. So I think you can miss this one. It's got some cute moments, but it's not worth 2 hours.
Oh, we never brought up where was the dad.
Oh, the dad's a realtor, right?
No, that's the stepfather for Barbara, or that's the husband. But I'm referring to Kath.
Oh yeah, he left when they were kids.
Wait. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Well,
right, but like
he left when.
But he went to
Lauren
the drugstore to get a thing of milk and never came back. Like, I want to know what happened.
No, all she said was that dad left.
Yeah, dad left. I'm just saying, I want to know the abandonment story.
Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna have an abandoned parent in a
Child.
in a not a Marvel movie. What are we talking? Hallmark movie.
Hallmark.
They can't really dwell on that because
Yeah.
you can't have anything sad for longer than 20 seconds
That's what builds
until the musical flourish
character.
ends.
Anyway, builds character. I want to hear a little backstory.
Well, you're not going to hear from us for a couple days
I'm
because
so sorry.
the new premieres are going to wait until Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think Thursday might have another mystery one. If Leslie's able to catch it, she'll
Who knows?
give me the rundown.
And will it actually be a mystery this time?
Yeah. Is it 5 golden rings, I think, this time?
Potentially.
Now, I want to ask something of you, the listeners. I see the numbers. I know people are listening. And it seems weird that I know nothing about the people listening. Can you just say hi? Give us a 5-star?
Where are you watching us from? And
Or listening.
Or listening. And I don't mean the bathroom. I'm referring to maybe what city.
Yeah. And let us know what you think of some of these movies.
Yes. What's
If
your
you're-
chemistry-o-meter?
If you're on Spotify, you can comment on this. If you're on YouTube, comment on YouTube. It'd be nice to know that we are not just talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy talking to her too.
I mean, we do.
We do.
We married each other.
But like, it feels like sometimes we're the only people who watch these garbage movies.
Yeah, but we love these.
Yeah, and I want to know other people who are enjoying our commentary.
Tell us. And then if you have like I was going to say a must-see Hallmark one, that is like your top tier.
What is your Haul Out the Holly?
What is your Haul Out the Holly?
What is your My Norwegian Christmas?
Yes. Let's hear it. Type it in those comments.
Yeah. All right, like and subscribe.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Smash that subscribe button.
Bye.
Bye.